tonight on DC News Now. A slight warm-up today following those frigid temperatures. Meteorologist Damon Matson is tracking how long we'll see higher temps.
From I-66, we are helping you save on your commute and avoid traffic congestion.
President Trump and Congress in sync, immediately targeting a crisis at the southern border and federal workers. We're breaking down what we can expect and the local impact.
As the Commanders prepare for the final playoff game, Bakery and Alexander's working hard on a special sweet treat as many hope for a sweet victory.
And the highly anticipated return of the giant pandas in D.C. just a day away. We'll introduce you to the furry celebrities.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hey there, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us here for the news at noon. I'm Tosin Fakile in for Mark Hall this afternoon. We kick off your noon newscast with a check of your forecast. Meteorologist Damon Matson joining us now. And Damon, you know I worked this morning. It was like 9 degrees when I got out. Please tell me that there is light at the end of this frigid tunnel.
Didn't I ask you yesterday if you were sick of this yet, Tosin?
You did, and I told you I'm over it.
And
3 days over it.
I think everybody is at this point. And yeah, we had those very frigid temperatures one more time this morning, but we are finally starting to improve things. Check out how cold it was, though, across most of the DMV, with the exception of the bubble that is DC. Inside the Beltway, it did stay above 10 degrees. And as you went over into southern Maryland, right near the Chesapeake Bay in Annapolis, it also stayed in the teens. But absolutely everywhere else, those air temperatures fell down into the single digits, more so near zero. In Winchester, Frederick, even below zero there in Martinsburg. What a cold start. So at least this Arctic blast decided to go out with a bang, because now it's starting to end. The temperatures, I'm not going to say it's going to be feeling like a sauna out there this go around, but hey, after starting around zero, these lower to middle 20s that we have now are certainly a big time improvement. And look at Lexington Park. We're moving up toward the 30s. And before the day is done, we will get there for the first time in several days. Most of the DMV will get just above the freezing mark by 3 to 4 o'clock this afternoon. Now, we do have some high clouds filtering out that sunshine. If we had totally sunny skies, these temperatures would jump up even more. But we do carry those clouds as we head into the evening time, and we start to see a little bit of cooler air return, of course, after the sun sets. Now, can we keep this momentum going? Are we going to have warmer temperatures sticking around into the weekend? We'll have a full look at your forecast coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, we'll come back and check in with you. Thank you. 12:03, the fallout continues from President Donald Trump's pardon of January 6th rioters. The decision getting criticism from both sides of the aisle, and it's not just lawmakers reacting. Our Ben Dennis has reaction to those pardons from former U.S. Capitol Police officer who defended the Capitol on January 6th.
4 years after that day, you get word that these sweeping pardons are being given to people who had reached the Capitol that day. When you got that message, what went through your mind?
Well, it was such a complete slap in the face to those of us who protected the Capitol that day, and particularly those who have continued to do it. I left Capitol Police 10 months later, but for those officers who showed up, protected the president now at his inauguration this time, and continue to protect members of Congress, it is just really despicable and so sad, because it has just given permission and basically allowed political violence to be okay in this country when it is so far from okay. Law enforcement across the United States, I like to think most American people and the world can agree what happened on January 6th was wrong, and violence against police officers is always wrong.
12:04, President Trump promising to broker an agreement for China to sell TikTok. The Supreme Court recently upheld a federal law forcing TikTok to sell to an American buyer or be banned. Hours after Trump got sworn in, he delayed that ban. TikTok now has 73 days to give the U.S. 50% control of the app so President Trump can find an American buyer or face tariffs. Trump says he's met with TikTok and is optimistic China could approve his offer. But legislators on both sides of the aisle say they're still concerned about what the app means for national security.
Not aware of what the specifics are that the administration is talking about. I don't think any Republicans are.
I would have is an entity that is subject to the control of Beijing.
And China has signaled an openness to a deal. President Trump says he's open to allowing tech billionaire Elon Musk buy that app. And new today, D.C. Fire and EMS mourning the loss of a lieutenant firefighter. The department says Lieutenant Robert J. Haney died in the line of duty Wednesday. They say an illness was the cause of his death. Haney worked for D.C. Fire for over 2 decades. And take a look at this. D.C. Fire crews preventing a large cruise ship from completely flooding after a leak. They say the engine room was completely flooded and the boat was starting to lean to one side when they arrived. They helped pump water out and fix that leak. Thankfully, no one was hurt. This winter weather can cause some serious issues with your car. Road salt can cause rust. The extreme cold temps can put a strain on your car battery. Mechanics at a Bowie Auto Shop say they've been busy this week installing batteries, changing tires, and oil. Management at Bowie Auto Clinic recommends checking your car battery because of below freezing temperatures.
Our suggestion here would be, at the very least, if you're not coming here to us, make sure you have a mechanic check the charging system, check the battery, check your alternator.
So I was really concerned about keeping my vehicle functioning during these elements and these conditions. So I decided to come and get the battery checked and recently got my battery replaced.
The manager of that shop says they've served 200 customers so far this week. We're stretching your dollar today, showing you how to avoid expensive tolls in Virginia. VDOT started charging drivers on I-66 inside the Beltway in 2018 to help with congestion. Now, with federal workers returning to office, traffic and savings are on the minds of many. DC News Now's Haley Milon is on the road with more.
Driving at about noon time, there was no traffic. I saved myself $30.
Not everyone has that luxury. Most workers have to do the delicate dance commuting into the city during rush hour. If I-66 is part of your daily commute, a few minutes can cost you big. The cost depends on distance and demand. We analyze toll data from the past 3 years. Take October 17th, 2024. Pretty typical day. If you get on at Fairfax Drive at 8:36 a.m., you're paying $19 to get into the city. But wait at home just 18 minutes longer, maybe fix a cup of coffee, the toll drops by more than $13. The average toll that day was under $6, but that's hundreds a month if you're commuting 5 days a week.
I think that's crazy. I wonder, if it's worth missing out on the traffic.
VDOT has been tolling I-66 since 2019 using the revenue for transportation projects. Revenue is climbing fast. $22 million in 2021, 2024, bringing in roughly $40 million. About 35,000 drivers use the road every day, which is driving up toll costs. With federal workers returning to the office, traffic and toll prices likely only to rise. So, how can you save if you work in D.C.? If I-66 isn't essential, consider alternatives like the George Washington Parkway or the Clara Barton Parkway. Commuter Connections has alternatives for you and offers rewards for ride sharing. Because for some people,
it's not worth spending $40, $50 to, drive 70 miles an hour and not have any traffic.
That was Haley Milon reporting a major consumer cold weather alert. There's a recall for thousands of space heaters sold exclusively on Amazon. Fornado warns its space heaters have a risk of electric shock and could be a fire hazard. The recall covers V2 whole room heaters with the date July 24 or August 24th. You can contact the company for a full refund. Happening later today in Northern Virginia, a meeting to update the community on the renovations underway at Mount Vernon Rec Center. Fairfax County is expanding the facility to include a 2-story fitness center, a second ice rink, and a multi-purpose area. Tonight's meeting is at 7 at Bellevue Elementary School cafeteria. All right, in just a few days, the Washington Commanders will take on the Eagles in the NFC Championship game. They haven't made it this far in over 3 decades. The excitement is palpable in the DMV. DC News Now's Yamarisa Sey is at an Alexandria bakery that's celebrating this moment in a sweet way.
Well, as the Commanders inch closer and closer to the Super Bowl, several employees here at Mary Beth's Bakery are working hard to fulfill dozens of Commander-themed cookies and sweet treats. And just like many people, they're expecting a victory.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm Commanders fan. I'm 100% yes.
We can't believe it. For nearly 40 years, Mary Beth, her husband Tom, and their hardworking staff have been serving the DMV with their sweet treats. Especially with these Washington Commanders and football-themed cookies and pastries. And this season, the excitement is up as the Commanders play in the final playoff game this weekend in hopes of going to the Super Bowl.
We're very excited that they're going to go on to the Super Bowl. I mean, period. That's what we want.
It's a customer favorite.
Yes, we do like 50 dozen every single day.
Each of them pre-ordered and made carefully with love.
Wait all the sugar, the dough, make the dough first, put in the fridge, couple hours, bring it out, rolling machine, put on the table, bake.
And finally, adding on that burgundy and gold touch, as many are hoping that the team puts the icing on top with a victory this weekend. Do you think they're going to make it to the Super Bowl?
Yes, yes, we make it. Yes, I'm excited.
Reporting in Alexandria, Virginia, I'm Yamar Sasay, DC News Now.